Everyone, it's Four-Side Football. Today it's just me and Randy. Alessandro and Russo are not with us today. So me and Randy are gonna host it, but that should be okay because we're the two South Americans. We both are pro Argentina. So I'll start off first. Just because I barely watched the game and I know Randy watched the game. So just my quick thoughts is Messi's the GOAT. I think no one could deny it
No
anymore.
question. No question.
Like back in 2014, there was a lot of doubters saying Messi didn't even carry that 2014 team because he only got one assist in the knockout stages.
Mhm.
But there's nothing you could say now. Like a goal and assist this game, a goal and assist the other game, a goal the first game, and then in the group stages, two goals and I think an assist.
Mhm.
So
Delivering in both stages and knockout stages.
and not just sure, you could say there were three penalties too, but those assists and the penalty by itself was amazing.
Yeah. Pressure penalties, like to put your team up by one in a knockout game, big pressure.
That's yeah, he stepped up.
Yeah.
Um, so I only watched the highlights and a little bit of the game. So from what I saw though, a lot of the talk was that it wasn't a penalty, and then I heard it was a penalty, but then I'm gonna be honest, from what I saw, I feel like it was a 50-50, like a
It was.
50-50 call.
Yeah. A lot of people were divided on it.
Yeah.
Was a penalty or not.
For me, it's if I was a ref, I wouldn't call a penalty. But I I wouldn't argue if someone like another ref said it was a penalty like today, you
Yeah.
know? Like if that was called on me on Ecuador, I'd be like so mad. But if that
Not
wasn't
gonna
called on
happen.
me and I was Ecuadorian, I would be mad that it wasn't
Yeah.
called. It's one of
Like if I was
those.
Croatian, I'd be pissed. Like
Yeah.
it's kind of soft, but
It is what it is. It's kind of like the offsides that happened to us, like for
uh
Ecuador.
yeah. Like those
It's the
ones.
rule. Like he didn't have the ball and the goalie was too wide, you know.
Although in that case, I mean, yeah, by the rules, it should have been disallowed, but goalkeeper in that case went the other way and he wasn't impeding his vision. He was just standing there. But like the way the rule goes, I guess it's supposed to be like that. But in that case, it didn't really affect the goalkeeper. So that's why I always disagree with that one.
Yeah, yeah, I know. Just but anyways, so I'm glad I heard your opinion on that.
Mm.
What else? I think we should talk about Alvarez. What a player, bro.
Oh my God. What a revelation he's been. Like thinking that, from the Copa America, Lautaro was a starting striker. And I thought he was gonna come into this tournament and actually, deliver for Argentina. But, obviously the first two games he wasn't playing well. And, it was kind of scary for them because then it would just be Messi doing all the work up top. But Alvarez's understanding of the game and his relationship with Messi on the field is amazing. It's like they work so well together. He knows how to move. He works so hard, always running back to defend, pressuring, being in the right spots, like just being where
Yeah.
he needs to be. And he's been amazing. Three goals.
Yeah, like I know his jersey says number nine, but you know Argentina a lot better than me. Is he the number nine? Is he the striker? Like the go-to guy, like the striker?
Yeah.
So like yeah, like I feel like so my girlfriend, right? I always tell her how good Campagna is. And she's like,
Mhm.
"Oh, but a lot of his goals are just tapping goals." I'm like, "Yeah, but like it sounds cringy, but it is a lot about positioning. It's about
It is.
reading
Yeah.
your number 10, your number 7 and seeing like knowing, okay, I'm going to stay at this spot and
Mm.
know the exact right time to cut in to
Yeah.
tap it in, you know? And a lot of people struggle to position themselves in soccer. I know I do.
Mm.
You see a lot of strikers, there's not a lot of good number 9s anymore. So,
Mm.
yeah, he is amazing and that assist from Messi to
Oh,
just allow him to tap it in. Just I I forgot how fast Messi was. And even though you could see the age getting to him a little when
yeah.
he's a little slower than when you would have seen a
Yeah,
couple
he's
of years
slowing
ago.
down for like a couple of years now. But
Yeah,
like
but
in this game is like he turned back to like 2012 with the
Crazy.
dribbling, getting past players, like using his strength because he's so underrated with his strength. The way he bodies people off, like you can't. It's so hard because like it's funny because like you think they're getting close to him, but yet they're so far. Like you just can't nick him unless you bring him down. You know?
And you could see the veteran in him, man. Like I kind of regret not calling into work watching this game because the way my girlfriend watched, right, Jasmine,
Yeah,
and the way she was explaining. So I'm like, oh, how did Alvarez play? Like I saw Messi's penalty, but I didn't see Alvarez's goals. And she's like, oh, like one was really good, and then the other one was a tap in.
yeah,
Messi did all the work. I'm like, what do you mean Messi did the work? She's like, oh, he he went through like four guys, weaved, like faked him out, put it through the guy's leg, and then Alvarez tapped it in. I'm like, how are you just saying this so casual? That Messi just did this. Like I'd be losing my mind.
yeah,
You know? And then I saw it, and of course, it blew my mind. I'm like, wow, like, and you could just see how experienced he is in the way, like, even the way he runs, like, he. It sounds so dumb to say, but he knows to get his hand, like, no one's even on him, and he already has his hands ready to like swat away people that are gonna tug on his jersey.
yeah. Uh-huh.
And I'm like, that's just like machine work for him, knowing that someone's gonna tug
It's
on
like
his
muscle memory for him. Like
jersey.
it's like he's programmed to do all these things. Like he's an alien. It's
Crazy.
funny because sometimes people say like, this is a like ninth prime. A lot of people are saying that, and it's funny because like obviously he's not as good as he used to be like 5 years ago, but like now it's like throughout the whole game he was like mostly just walking and moving around, but like I feel like in moments he's so dangerous when he walks because now, especially at the age of 35, he chooses his moments. Like he gets the ball and now it's just like they're scared. Like he weaves past two players, he opens up the play, he gives like a disgusting pass or something. And like it's just so breathtaking when you see him, especially at this age. It's like crazy how he's still doing this.
Yeah, exactly. And that's that reason alone is the reason why I wanted to call into work because like, what if today was Messi's last World Cup like match? It could have been,
Could
you
have.
know?
Yeah. A lot of people were
And
still taking Croatia. So yeah, could have been.
that was my biggest fear. I was just like, I don't want to miss Messi's last game, you
Mm.
know?
Well, I was gonna say actually, at least hopefully you're not missing the final.
I'm not missing the final.
Oh, okay, good, good. Because that would have been horrible.
No, so tomorrow I get to watch the Morocco France game.
Okay,
And then Saturday I missed the third place game, but
good,
Sunday I watched the final.
good.
So yeah, I mean, the original plan was to call in today. I really hope people from work don't see this, but the original plan was to call in
Mm,
and see the Argentina versus Brazil game. But seeing as it was Croatia and Argentina, I had hope that okay, like I can't be calling in, So, but yeah, what an amazing game! Even though I didn't get to see it,
yeah.
um, I just want to highlight one more person, Enzo Fernet. What's his last name?
Oh,
Enzo
Fernandez. Fernandez, yeah.
Fernandez.
Yeah.
Man, I saw a little bit of clips of him from today, and he's really good. Like
Yeah.
he's also stepped up. So I just want to get your opinion on him. But what do you think? Do you
He
think he
doesn't he doesn't get on the stat sheet like obviously like he doesn't wow everybody, but the little things that he does, like also his positioning is great. I think that's what makes him a really good player, especially this World Cup. But his passes, the way he retains the ball, and he deals with pressure. Obviously, he's playing as that pivot in that midfield, so basically he's kind of alone, even though he has DePaul and Paredes beside him or McAllister. He's doing really well, like especially for a young kid and just embracing that role. He didn't start the first two games, I'm pretty sure. Um, but he comes in and every game is just a shift. It's a good shift from him. I'd say like at the beginning of the game, he looked a little shaky. I think the nerves was getting to him a little bit, but once Argentina took control of the game, he looked a lot better. And then throughout the whole game, he was a lot better. He played really well today, though.
yeah, also McAllister. I obviously I'm a Brighton fan,
Yeah,
And
you gotta know a lot about him.
he's amazing, man. I'm so happy they've got him on the starting lineup. They didn't really give him his flowers, but I feel like he's really getting it
Mhm.
this year.
He's kind of like in the way of what how Enzo's playing. Like
Yeah.
he's not doing a lot of big things, and I think he has like a goal and an assist so far this tournament. But he's doing little things, pressuring, holding on to he's really good dribbler. He holds on to the ball and that's what they need.
And he has potential, as we you just said, like he has a goal, but he has potential to get that outside the box goal too. He's done it
Yeah.
at Brighton.
Uh-huh.
So I'm really excited for him. I hope to see him come out in the finals, and also Enzo, like I could see him potentially getting a big move. I know he's at Benfica, but could we possibly see him join like a Premier or La Liga or
I heard there was rumors of Liverpool. Apparently it's like a pre-contract agreement, but I'm not too sure because he has like 120 release clause, million release clause. So nah, he's not worth that much. I don't think anyone's gonna pay for him like that much. But
mm,
he's definitely gonna get him a big move for a
yeah,
high price.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't know if Liverpool would be the right decision for him,
Hmm.
but
La Liga would suit him.
La Liga would suit him. I would
Hmm.
say La Liga. I don't think Serie A would fit him. Maybe Bundesliga, I think could suit him a little.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that. I
But
don't know why, but I'm thinking like he would do well at Atletico Madrid.
I thought, yeah, I could see that too, actually.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it looks like he'd fit into that type of system.
He'd already be playing with two players, Correa and DePaul, so
Oh, yeah, so the
you know,
chemistry there would be good.
build that Argentinian. Um, but yeah, so it's going to the finals. What are what do you think? What are your feelings?
Well, of course, is Messi's second final redemption for the first one. Um, Obviously the first one that he went to broke my heart. Of course, like I thought he was actually going to cement himself. So, well, in that moment, he was already starting to cement himself. Um, as the GOAT. But um, I'll admit it, in that final, he didn't play that well. You know, he didn't have like his best performance. Although his teammates did let him down a lot of times in that game, he didn't have the game that people thought would be like, okay, he is the GOAT, right? But he's back to the final, whether it's against Morocco or France. Um, I don't know. I just see this new level in him. Like he's on a mission. Like he wants this so badly. And before I felt like he was a little nervous for the occasion, but now it's like he doesn't give a fuck. Like he goes out there and just plays his game. So if it's against France, it's gonna be scary because France, like, they're really good. So and especially against the last time they played each other. I know Argentina didn't have like such a great game and they didn't have you know, the players they have now, but um yeah, that's gonna be a tough one to call if it's France. But if it's Morocco, I feel like they have a better chance to win. But if I'd have to go with a team, obviously I'm going with Argentina. They're gonna win it.
I mean, yeah, that's the South American way, to go for our South American brothers. But yeah, that's the way it is for South Americans. We go for our brothers, and I hope to see Argentina. I remember, I don't know if I said this in the last episode, but after the 2014 final, I was going for Germany
Mm.
just because I didn't want my friends to get the satisfaction of Argentina winning.
Yeah.
And I remember now it was like I was grade 10, and I remember thinking like, wow, I was so stupid to go for Germany, because not only did it kind of like, I love Messi, right? I just didn't want to see them win because of their fan base.
Yeah.
But that was just such a small portion of the fan base. I met so many other Argentinians, and they're great people, and just felt so bad for Messi. And then to top it off, that Germany is the only team to ever win in the South American World Cup.
Yeah.
It's also pretty heartbreaking. But I would take our chances. I've been telling everyone that every game Argentina's played, they've been getting better.
Yeah,
So they started off
definitely.
with the loss, then they went to a 2-0, and then a 3-0, right? I think it was against Poland.
It was another 2-0. No, no, it was
Oh,
2.
another 2-0. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was because Mexico would have made it if it was 3-0.
Mm.
Then a 2-1 for Australia, which really doesn't describe how the game went.
Yeah, it should have been more, but they got
But they got lucky. They really did. And then a 2-2 against Netherlands, which again, just clutch Netherlands. And it's not like Netherlands are just a regular team, you know?
no pushovers. They were a decent. They were a pretty good team.
But yeah, so I would say almost against Morocco or France, I could see Argentina edging it out.
Yeah,
But but yeah, I hope it's against Morocco.
yeah,
Not even because I think it would be easier for them to win, because I don't think it is. I think if Morocco honestly makes the finals, they would have so much motivation
yeah. The
just to
momentum would be crazy for them.
just to cross that finish line, you
Yeah.
know? And so I think they would almost be equal. You're gonna either get a very confident France,
Mhm.
or you're gonna get a very like high like hoped Morocco. But
Yeah.
I can see Argentina taking it. You know, this is for Messi. You can't make the finals with Messi
Yeah.
in his last World Cup and then not win. No, I don't want to put that pressure on them, but
No. It's like at this point, it's written in the stars. Like everything's going well for him, bro. Everyone's like going for him. Everyone wants him to win this World Cup, except for Ronaldo fans. Well,
I
some of them, because I feel like a lot of them, not like that I've seen, have been changing their minds and be like, okay, win this for Ronaldo, like win this for Neymar, win this for all the goats that are like gonna retire.
that's a nice message, you know. Like it really should be like Suarez. Like you think of this World Cup and it's like this is the end. Like this is win it for our generation pretty
Yeah.
much. Because like no more Suarez, no more Cavani, no more Enter Valencia, no more Ronaldo, no more Neymar, you know, Casemiro, Modric,
Mm.
Benzema didn't even get to play, you know, Bale. We're seeing a lot of like legends leave.
Legends from
So
the ones that we've seen play in their primes. Like this is the last we'll ever see them in a big
so
stage.
I just I think yeah, you're right. A lot of people want to see Argentina just cross that finish line, you know. But hopefully I said this line with Russo a lot. Football doesn't give us everything we want, but I hope this one time it
Um,
gives us what we want.
it's like I need my life will be complete. I always say this until Messi wins the World Cup. And I in the 2018 one, I was like, fuck man, like he's never gonna win it. Cause like, obviously he's gonna be 35 in this one, but he's doing the madness. So like he has to win it. Like I know he's gonna be up for the occasions. It's not gonna be like a 2014. So he just has to win it. Like I don't know what else to say. Like it's just like it'd break my heart so much. I'd go into like a depression if I don't see him lift that trophy, bro.
I could say the same thing. You know, it would have been so much better to see them lose in the quarters, but anything after that, it's like it's heartbreaking. Semis, finals.
Being so close and then falling short. Oh no.
But let's not talk about that. So we predict we're not giving a correct predicting prediction yet. We'll wait until tomorrow when we find out who the finalists will be. But we're both saying right now pretty much we favor Argentina.
Yeah.
Um, so last thing, we got 5 minutes left.
Yeah.
Um, I want to talk to you about what do you think it'll take for Messi to win another Ballon d'Or? Because I haven't seen this float around.
Wow. Well, I feel like if he wins this World Cup, guaranteed Ballon d'Or, but he has to keep on like okay, because like he wins this World Cup, right? Then he's most likely gonna win the league and the cup trophy. I forgot what it's called, but I'm not sure if they'll win the Champions League PSG. But that World Cup and just the league title, that'll be enough. I think. I feel like.
I'm not sure. Because I mean, let's look at Mbappe, Mbappe, right? He won. Oh no, he didn't win Liga that year, did he? He was with Monaco.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
He
yeah,
was with
for sure.
Monaco.
He was a
Maybe
Monaco.
you're right. For me, I was thinking, okay, you have to win Liga. You don't need any. I don't think he needs to do anything
Mhm.
for that finals. He just Argentina needs to win. He doesn't really need a goal contribution or anything.
Yeah.
Um, and I think they need to make it past Bayern Munich, and he needs to contribute to
Yeah,
that.
he needs to contribute in Champions League. Just keep up the pace that he was been going with from the start of the season. Like even if they, yeah, I agree with you on that one. They do need to pass Bayern because round of 16 exit that early, it's not going to look that good. So yeah, they do need to get past them. And if he just keeps the same pace, he'll win it for sure. Like even if Man City win and Haaland scores like, see that's where it's tough because if City win, right, and Haaland has like 50 plus goals, like 10 assists, that's where I'd be like, okay, it could be a little close because then that means that City could win if they do win the Premier League because I still think Arsenal are gonna win it. But
That's not what our episode one prediction said.
I know, but you know, getting a little carried away with that, but we'll see. I was just giving a realistic take in that one, but my heart obviously is gonna go Arsenal. But you know, like you said before, football doesn't always give us what we want. So if he does end up winning the Prem and the Champions League, it's gonna be a tough one between him and Messi.
That is true. That's true. Huh. Well, either way, it's still crazy to think that Messi's 35 and we're having this conversation. I thought that was it. Like I personally, I don't think he deserved the last Ballon d'Or he won,
Mm.
but I think if he wins this World Cup, they make it past Bayern, win Liga, that it should be his. You should just give it to him because
Yeah,
this
might
to perform this well at a World Cup
at the
at
age
at
that
his age exactly, that's not normal, you know.
you'll never see that ever again.
So this is, and again, it just sucks to see that I miss so many of these games, but it is what
But
it is. He's
it is.
having a tournament of his life right now. So
You'll probably you at least you won't miss the most important one, especially because they're in the final. So
exactly.
you're gonna be in for a banger.
All right, man. Well, I'll see you tomorrow
Mm.
with Russo I almost said Russo and Anthony. Russo and Alessandro will be here.
Yeah.
We'll talk and see who Messi will meet the finals.
All right. We'll see.
All right. This has been Foresight Football, guys. Thank you. Please leave a like, subscribe, share with a friend, and we'll see you guys later.
Peace.